What's up YouTube, Dennis here with an update. This is my raised garden bed where my tomatoes and tomatillos were at, and so I pulled those out because of the spider mites and put these peppers in here. These were the ones in my 1 gallon containers. They're alive, but they're not really doing much. These pods have been here since I had them in the 1 gallon containers, and they're just now like pretty much starting to ripen. Some habaneros and nagamorich. This one, it's a super duck. I'm not too sure what it is, but I've had my dog digging up something here. It's probably getting his food that it's been burying all throughout the season, and I put these guys here to stop it from digging, but as you can see right here, it just wants to dig and dig and dig, so something's going on with my dog. See my beets here, never did anything with it. Tried to make it grow bigger, but I completely forgot about it. My butch tea right here has had so many buds come out, but has failed to even flower up. So I have yet to get one butch tea from this plant. You can see buds right there, but nothing. A couple more of my arrow garden graduates getting bigger. This one's a little bit bigger, has maybe one bud there. This one's my goji berry. It's a miracle. It's amazing what would happen when you put it in a bigger container. It gets bigger. Anyway, but it has not produced any fruit yet. Actually, it did produce only 6, but I never got to it. It fell off before I noticed. Let's see, over here you can see something's eating my leaves. Initial was, I had a couple hornworms on a few of them, but these have not had any hornworms, so I'm guessing probably grasshoppers. My lilac bell pepper and an arrow garden right there I threw in. It's my chocolate bell pepper, but this one is my habanero. Looks like my dog's been digging there as well. Freaking dog. My mystery habanero only produced maybe about 6 or 7 pods, and that's pretty much it so far. My bishop's crown, they're starting to ripen up, and this pepper plant is just getting choked literally by the bishop's crown, and you can see the leaves just don't look too happy. Either that or I have something in here as well that's possibly killing it. These are my isolations, plants that have not looked too good all season. My scotch bonnet that's bare. Mystery that I don't even know will remain a mystery. Chocolate habanero, pulled out maybe about 10, that's it. My fatali is pretty much done. My tomatoes that I trimmed that had spider mites, and it looks like they're back again, so I'll just completely toss these guys, get rid of them. My peach buchalokia, I got 1 pot out of this, and that's it. 1. But it's okay. You live and learn. My Bulgarian carrot has maybe about 4 pods, and that'll be pretty much it. My Scotch bonnet that looks a little bit more like a Caribbean red. Thank you, Arboretum. Jamaican yellow that didn't do well, along with my Anaheims. They're done for the season. My Manzano had maybe about 6 from this plant. You got 1 more. Looks like it's starting to ripen. That's it. My chocolate scorps, they got maybe about 10 or 15 pods out of this one. Did okay. There's some new growth coming out, but let's see, a couple buds right there. Maybe I'll get some more. The ones I got from Smoke Master is this. That's it. This is the red fatali and the yellow boot right there. I trimmed it some more. Hopefully I can still try to get these guys overwintered and maybe do better next year. My buchalokia from the Arboretum, nothing. Vegetation all season. My 7 pot from eBay was actually more prolific than that. So it still has maybe about 10 pods, but that's it. Really surprised this duct tape kept this stem together. My New Mex Twilight fatali is fatally done. My Congos right there, and this one, my most disappointing plants. These are the buchalokias. I had 3 in here, as big as they got. They had maybe about 10 to 15 pods out of this one. That's it. Maybe part of it is because just they had to share all the nutrients and I didn't feed it enough, so nothing out of that one. That's pretty much it. This one is my 7 pot Jonah from the Air Garden. A couple buds here, but nothing yet. This one's my eBay Nagas right here, and the other one is somewhere here. Again, this is my other boot. I put 2 plants here. Look how tiny these guys are. Just tiny. So that's that. Let's see, paper lantern never produced anything. My yellow mushroom did okay. My Manzano, this is pretty much the most it's done. This is my red Savina. Has not produced a bud or a pod all season, so I'm going to go ahead and try to trim it. You can see the leaves. I don't know, maybe these are broad mites, but just nothing. This is another boot that did nothing for me. Nothing at all. And we'll go over here. This will probably be one of our last updates. 7 pod, yellow. Hopefully I can get around 2. There's a whole bunch of buds on these guys. Hopefully I can get some more out of them. But they've been my most prolific. I got maybe about 30 or 40 all throughout the season. like I said, this is my other eBay Naga. This one, what's this? I think this one is my Red Savina. I lost track which one the Red Savina was. This was my Trinidad Scorpion from eBay. Actually turned out more true than the ones I got from the Arboretum, but it did pretty good for me. Some more AeroGarden updates, graduates I mean. And my Ahi Limon, I had one pot here and disappeared, so I guess it fell off. Didn't get a chance to ripen. See some more buds on there, but I think they're pretty much done. My purple boot, I got 3 pods on here, and that's pretty much it. Thai Dragon, and that's all I did. My white Peruvian habanero, I was able to get maybe about 20 or 30 out of them. I like them. Hopefully next season I can get these guys going and get them blooming like some of you guys have, like big old gigantic plants. Another AeroGarden update, or graduate. I'm so tired. Don't even know what I'm saying. My Shishito. Some 1 gallons that never took off. This is my Jamaican hot chocolate right here. I was able to get maybe about 10 or 20, but again, slow growth, that's it. Fatali right there, you can see one lonely, tiny Fatali. Got maybe about 10 out of those. This one's another red Congo. Just my plants just look really, really bare and lost a lot of leaves, and these ones are purple jalapenos that ended up being heatless. No heat whatsoever on these guys, so this is what's left in here. I used to have like about 40 or 50 in here, but just the heat this past summer. It's our first actual summer this year, and it just took them out completely. This is a multicolor unknown I got from Smoke Master. There's some buds and flowering. Hopefully I can get to see what it is so I can get some seeds from it. This is my poblano and my orange habanero. I had to pull out of the ground and throw them in here because they were just consumed with aphids, and I didn't want them to affect the other plants, so I put them here, and like I figured they were going to die. See one lemon boy tomato right there. This is where my watermelons and melons were, and my corn, and just did nothing this year for me. Corn's died. This one was a pepper plant, I don't even know what it is. Had it in ground, and you can see Farasium wilt right there, and it'll start to climb up more and more and more and eventually die off. Once they get Farasium wilt, that's it. This super, I don't even know what this is. Figure it out. This was supposed to be a Trinidad Scorpion brand. I thought by putting it in ground, it'll take off better than it was in the pot. And actually, did the opposite and pretty much brown everywhere. So that's going to be done. That one I think is a lemon habanero. That one right there in the middle I had to trim just because it was consumed by aphids as well. My not so Trinidad Scorpion, world's hottest, that's what they say. But you can see again after transferring here it's not looking too good, so either I got more grubs under there or Farasium wilt, but judging by the roots it looks really nice and strong. It's probably grubs. They've been my main problem this year. Again, I had a lot of late 1 gallon peppers, and so I took out the zucchinis here, got these guys going here, and again it hasn't really not shown any signs of taking off or anything, partly because the newts, the zucchinis took all the newts from it already, so there's not much nutrients to pull from there. I did put some compost in, mushroom compost, and I've been giving it some organic tea, but nothing. Right here is my Peter pepper Congo cross from Bootseed. It's got some buds here, but hopefully I can get at least one to flower up so we can see what the pepper looks like afterwards, how different it is from the parent. The zucchini, the one that's left here, still have it here. It's still producing maybe about 2 or 3 at a time, but not as prolific as the past 2 years I've had. Peach habanero there in the corner, and some other plants that, again, just not looking too happy whatsoever. Another zucchini, and that one hasn't really done anything for me, so I'll probably pull that one out. My eggplants were another that I was disappointed at. Part of it is because, I don't know if you can see the leaves, but they got infected with spider mites. So, spider mite damage right there. And I tried as much as possible to try to keep them to produce some eggplant, and they did. My ghost eggplant, I got maybe 2 out of those. My Thai diamond eggplants, stunted growth. This is as big as they've gotten. I'm not even sure if that's how they're supposed to be, but and this is supposed to be Ichiban. It's supposed to be like a foot long, but that's it. Monzano, I guess it's not too happy with the sun. I'm debating whether I should just toss it or try to put it back in a container. You can see there's dry slime there, so it looks like slugs have been getting to it, but I'm not even worried about it. This one's supposed to be a Scotch bonnet, so I'll probably go ahead and pull these eggplants soon. Not even eating it. Unknown super. This one's a lemon habanero. Again, this one is the Buchiloki I got from the nursery, and I have 2 plants in here. These are the ones that are in the container, where I have 3 and I have 2, but these 2 I put in the ground, and they look happy vegetation-wise, but has not really produced that much. Now, I'm excited to see all these buds are finally opening up, and if I can get maybe a third of them to actually pot up, that'll be great. But you can see, this is how bare they look, maybe 1 or 2 in each, and that's it. This pepper plant, I have no idea what it is. If you notice, the branch, the stem is green down here, and then once you get to these nodes over here, they start to turn purple, or black, or whatever you guys want to call it. So these guys are budding up, and some are flowering, like this one. But I have one pod here. I really don't know what it is. This is supposed to be a ghost pepper, but it's a really, really odd shaped pepper. Devil's tongue, perhaps, I don't know. But looks pretty. I like it. I don't even know what it is. Hopefully you guys will have a better idea once it's more ripe and the other pods start to come out. So this is how they start. So if anyone knows what this one could possibly be, let me know. And then we'll hop back over here. So again, just lots of buds, but I mean, I only got like 1 or 2. This one's my jalapeno. I didn't even plant jalapenos, but I have jalapenos. Some more supers that I don't know of. These are AeroGarden graduates. My yellow mushrooms I got from Tradewood Fruits. They're actually Jamaican hot yellows instead of Scotch bonnets, like they said. Nagamorich right there. This one's actually been my most prolific right now, but you can see there's ants all over here. There it is. Sorry. There's ants all over it, and so aphids. My Caribbean reds. If you can notice over here, let me find one, but they have these tails on them, different from my other Caribbean reds. So it was a cross of some sort. You see. But it's done me well. Hopefully I can get some more out of these guys. And I had to go chemical on them. I put Spectricide just because the grubs were just kicking my ass with the peppers. And so I pulled maybe about 10 to 15 plants. That one's another jalapeno somewhere down there. So this is my update. It's really been a slow year for me. As many plants as I've had, I kind of overestimated myself and thought that I would get a lot more pods, but not true. Really, I had a green thumb, but it got dirty, so my tomatoes that just aren't doing anything anymore for me. I'm try to get some seeds out of those. My bitter melon, I got 1. And my blueberries are done for the season as well. So this is my update. I appreciate you guys watching, taking the time to watch. Comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Sunflowers are done. My artichoke is done. And my Brussels sprouts, I don't know if I'll get anything here for the winter, but... And another bitter melon that really didn't do anything for me. So, thanks for watching. See you guys next season. Which is about another month and a half before we start. God dang. Sorry guys, I sound like Cam Newton after the press conference. Take it easy.